Did you record this in the Tate Mansion? I think I need to ask this because it's difficult to know if you really knew about the history of the house.
In a nutshell, we were looking for a house to record an album in and set up a studio to rent a place. Tried to do it in New Orleans where I was living, but there wasn't any places that were right for that. We went to Los Angeles for a day to just see what was there, and saw 15 houses, and 15 would have worked. They were all okay. And one of the ones was the Tate house, which we didn't know when we saw it because they didn't tell us when we were there. We were only there for 10 minutes. But what was spectacular about that house is not that someone was killed there. It was the location is very close to the center of LA, but it's up on a mountain, and it's the most breathtaking view you could ever believe. And a small house, but just had a very remote, isolated feel to it, and it was perfect for what we wanted to do, and it was the cheapest that we'd seen. And later that day, we discovered by accident that that was the house, because someone said, you know, that house is up on that street I think you guys were on today, and found a copy of Helter Skelter, was leafing through it, and didn't suspect that was it. And I hadn't even thought of that. I hadn't thought of that murder for 10 years. And when I was looking at pictures and realized, holy fuck, that is that. You know, I was like, whoa, you know. Then it became kind of freaky, but we'd already decided that was the best of the houses that we'd seen. And then I thought, you know, I'll get over that.
But didn't you realize that people would react the way they did when it became known that you used the Tate Mansion?
It's not that big a deal. I wasn't thinking that it would be something I'd have to defend for the next 10 years of my life, but I'm glad we were there, and it wasn't because it was, I mean, it was an interesting bit of history, you know. And the house is virtually unchanged from when that happened. It looks the same. It doesn't now because they tore it down, but we just rented it for a year. And, you know, you'll never know that I'm telling you the truth by saying that, but that was the reason we did it. It was just a cool place. And it was interesting. It wasn't to be spooky, and it wasn't to...
There was also a black cat that lived there. Trent Reznor and black cats seem to go well together, don't they?
We just found it out back one day, and it fed it, and it just wouldn't go away. And it just, there's been 20 wild cats that you'd see once and never see again. This one was always there, so we finally befriended it. And I gave it to a friend of mine, so it's living and fat and healthy.